use a thumb pick, right?
I do. Sometimes I'll use a regular pick. I could just use a regular pick for a lot of the things that I do, but for the swing especially, I've been using this because I've been playing country. I've been using these things. It's made with duct tape, but it's Gorilla duct tape. So, it's like pretty strong duct tape.
Yeah.
And I can even show you how to make them. They work great because they give on the upstroke. Thumb picks don't give on the upstroke, and it's so stiff, you can't use it. But these things really bend and they move the way you want them to. So when I was playing country a lot, and you can really just grab the string.
Yeah.
And you can get these. And you can do all that stuff on an electric guitar, and it's great. And on acoustic guitar, you can go from strumming to finger picking, and you can incorporate the thumb and the fingers in the picking. And it gives me the best of all worlds when I use these kind of thumb picks. I never use any other kind except the ones I make. But when I use a regular pick, I can get this light, fluffy, airy sound that I can't get
with the thumb pick.
Fluffy enough with the thumb pick. I can get pretty soft, but I just can't emulate the pick doesn't have quite as much wiggle room. So sometimes I use a regular flat pick for certain things. But these days, I have to use the thumb pick for what I do because I'm doing the bass line and the chords, which in the past, I kind of did that with my thumb, and I go. But I started doing it with the thumb pick because that's what I was using a lot on acoustic. And instead of just doing that, I found myself. So it turned into this different kind of thing. And I can do those bass lines in my sleep, so I can sing. So when I'm really getting into it, and I've been playing for about half an hour at a gig, it starts to loosen up, and I can improvise with scatting to the extent that I can do that, and just have bass lines going and chords going, and I loop that while I'm singing. I'll loop the head, and so that when I get to the end, and I hit the looper, and out come the chords, and I just
then you play along
over it. And I'll sometimes use a melodica, and I'll often the next step is I want to try to get in the habit of harmonizing what I sing with what I play in an improvisatory way. That's the next step, but that's going to be hard. But that's what I do. So I use these thumb picks because I cannot get this with a pick. I've tried with just a flat pick to do that, but you can't go like that with the pick. I've got to be able to kind of, I'm getting the chords, mostly the bass line, but also chords at the same time. And so I'm getting like little kicks. And there's no way to do that with just a pick. I would only be able to use 2 fingers, and I need 3. So and it gives me a lot of freedom, and I'll reach back like this. And so instead of gripping the pick like this, I'll often reach back like that, so that this finger not even really touching the pick, and I get lots of wiggle that way. And I'll just kind of control how much
wiggle.
How much wiggle, how much elasticity I'm relying on from this duct tape, by moving my thumb out of the way. And I love it. And it all comes together on this instrument the best. So anyway, that's what I'm doing now as a player. Mostly.
That's awesome.